Forget the icons you think you know. Forget the capes and cowls that dominate the box office. For years, we've argued over who's the strongest or the fastest. He's been standing right there in the heart of our greatest stories, patiently waiting for us to notice. Honestly, that conversation is stale. It's a loop that completely ignores the quiet titans, the heroes hiding in plain sight. He's a founding member of the Justice League. He is Jayons, the Martian Manhunter. The most compelling hero isn't the one with the biggest logo. He's the benchmark. Yet, Superman himself has admitted there's a being on Earth he would be scared to face. That being is Jayons. You don't call him the Swiss Army knife of the League for nothing. He has a wild array of abilities, super strength and speed that rival a Kryptonian's flight, invulnerability, and even energy beams from his eyes. Let's be real. How do you create tension when one character can solve almost any problem? So, writers often make him conveniently absent or weaken him. But that doesn't diminish his status. It proves it. He's so competent that for a story to even happen, he has to be taken off the board. He was a husband, a father, and a peacekeeper on a thriving Mars. He had a wife, Miria, and a daughter, Kahim. He had a life, and he remembers every single second of how it ended. This is a guy who once helped Superman and Wonder Woman tow the entire planet Earth. We all know the tale of Kal-El, the baby sent away from an exploding Krypton to become a symbol of hope. But what people forget is that every team also needs a heart, a conscience that binds them together. His telepathy makes him the perfect mission coordinator, linking the team's thoughts for seamless strategy. In the Justice League Unlimited animated series, he was literally the guy in the chair, the central hub for the entire roster of heroes. In one story, he even takes on the role of a cosmic ambassador, trying to bring peace to warring planets. The answer is simple: a consistent and frustrating failure of adaptation. His greatest contributions are often the silent ones. He doesn't need the grand speeches or the credit, but he was often nerfed or sidelined to keep the focus on the main hero. His live-action designs have also been held back by budgets that just do justice to his alien nature. He's the quiet foundation the Justice League is built on. And yet, he's still in the shadows, waiting for his moment. The evidence is clear. The case is closed. It's time to give Jayons, the Martian Manhunter, the respect he's earned. He is the most underrated superhero of all time. Most audiences haven't seen his incredible power or felt the weight of his tragedy. A hero with a power set that rivals Superman's. A tragic backstory that gives him incredible depth, and the foundational role as the heart of his team. He embodies strength not just with his fists, but through his bottomless well of empathy and quiet resilience. He remains a character whose true potential is still locked away on the comic book page. The very machine that makes superheroes famous has consistently overlooked one of its greatest. Let me know in the comments. Without him, they're just a collection of powerful people. With him, they're a family. For pretty much every version of the Justice League that matters, that's been Jayons. Jayons carries the memory of Mars, a wound that never heals. His tragedy isn't a backstory. It's an active, haunting presence. Having lost his own family, he sees the League as his new one. He's been a mentor to younger heroes and the voice of reason in the team's darkest hours. In the Tower of Babel storyline, when Batman's paranoia almost destroyed the League, it was Jayons' sense of trust that was most deeply wounded and most important for healing the team. He was a founding member of the Justice League in the comics. But in the 2017 live-action movie, his spot was given to Cyborg. And while he did show up in Zack Snyder's director's cut, it was just a brief cameo, a hint of what we missed out on. He doesn't just know his family is gone, he remembers them. It's a powerful story, but it's an optimistic one. But that's where the Superman comparison ends, and Jayons' true, overlooked greatness begins. It was consumed by a telepathic plague of madness called Atramir's Curse to save his own mind. Jayon had to psychically sever his connection to his people, which meant he had to listen to the screams of his entire race as they died. But to make sure his new home never suffers the way his first one did, that quiet, stoic personality, it's not a lack of emotion. It's the composure of someone who has endured the unimaginable and still chooses compassion over bitterness. He watched helpless as his own family was lost to this psychic fire. Then, in a final moment of cosmic cruelty, he was accidentally teleported to Earth by a scientist, Dr. Saul Erdel, and left stranded. Today, we're settling it. The most underrated superhero of all time, ISNT, some street-level brawler, or a cosmic god you've never heard of. By the end of this, you'll understand why he isn't just an overlooked hero. He's the standard all other heroes should be measured against. When you talk about pure power in the DC universe, your mind probably jumps straight to Superman. He can connect with every mind on Earth at once, read thoughts, and create illusions. While other heroes are busy punching problems, Martian Manhunter can solve things with sheer empathy. He once defeated the Joker not with a fistfight, but by temporarily rewiring his own brain to think with the Joker's specific brand of madness, letting him solve a mental trap no sane person could. He's a shapeshifter, so skilled, he can alter his body at a cellular level. He can turn invisible or become intangible, just phasing through solid objects like they're not even there. But his greatest power? It's all in his head. The Justice League is basically a team of gods, but Martian Manhunter might be the most versatile of them all. His defining powers are way more subtle, and frankly, more profound. Jayon is arguably the most powerful telepath on the planet. This incredible power is exactly why he's so often pushed to the side. The story of a hero being the last of their kind is a classic. Jayon's story is not optimistic. It's a flat-out tragedy. He wasn't an infant who never knew his home. In one of the most brutal origins in DC history, Mars wasn't destroyed by a natural disaster. Think about that. Wait, Superman carries the idea of Krypton. This brutal past is what forged his character. He protects Earth not just because it's the right thing to do. Every great team needs a leader and a strategist. The Justice League has that in Superman and Batman. While Batman is watching from the shadows and Superman is inspiring from the sky, Martian Manhunter is the one connecting them all. But his role is so much more than logistics. He's the team's moral compass. His empathy is an active force. He understands his teammates on a level they don't even understand themselves. That makes him the perfect mediator. So, if Martian Manhunter is this powerful, this deep, and this important, why isn't he a household name? For decades, Jayon has been denied a proper spotlight. On TV, it's been a mixed bag. He was a major character in the Supergirl series. This lack of a defining, star-making role has kept him as a fan favorite, instead of a global icon. So what do we have? He's been a detective, a warrior, a mentor, and a diplomat. But that's my take. Now I want to hear yours. Look past the Alisters. Is the hero you think deserves more recognition?